Wow, this is amazing. It's kind of messed up. You know, this kind of goes back to what I was saying before about once Bitcoin becomes kind of expensive, the same people he was talking to about Bitcoin and how great it is and how they should get some might become the biggest threat to you. This kind of this article enforces what I was saying before. A user loses 70 bitcoins due to wallet exposure. Yeah. And the funny part about it, you're never gonna guess how exactly he lost his 70 bitcoin. It was actually due to a friend. His friend apparently put the image on 4chan on how to basically steal his funds, his own friend. Like I said, guys, once Bitcoin becomes more expensive, it's gonna get more cutthroat. That's why I kind of stopped. I kind of held back on who I'm talking to about Bitcoin. Um, it's not like the old golden days where I could talk to anyone about it. I'm starting to realize it's kind of time to kind of pull back and just be very selective on who you talking to about it. Because once people might not listen to you now about Bitcoin, and there's plenty of people that literally laughed at me when I was talking about Bitcoin when I first bought my first purchase, and I tried to convince people into buying some, and people literally just laughed. Like they didn't understand. I guess they're so used to Ponzi schemes, that too good to be true type of stuff, that they kind of just laughed it off. And now, you know, a couple years later, Bitcoin is what, damn near $1,500, and well, it's all over the place. It's on Poloniex, it's on one price, and Coinbase is another price. So I'm gonna say 1,500 between there. Now it's at that price range. People are taking it very serious, and now a lot of people who you did tell about Bitcoins in the past, you know, they're regretting it, and now they're gonna look at you like Mr. Moneybags. So this kind of goes to show you, you know, even your own friends or maybe even family, uh, will try to get some of your bitcoins. It's very cutthroat at this point. Um, that sucks, man. That's sad because if it was me, I would definitely, um, yeah, that couldn't be me. I wouldn't just let that happen. I'm sorry. First of all, I mean, I'm very keen on my security on my bitcoins. I don't even put all my bitcoins on one wallet. I divide it up so that way if one gets taken down, I still got many more to go. So it's not that big of a deal. And at that, I don't keep any of my seeds or wallet words or keywords or any of that visible. I make sure everything is stored away, locked away. But you know, there's always that one chance, you know, and that definitely sucks to lose that much Bitcoin because you gotta right now at this price range. Yes, 70 Bitcoins is a lot. It's a lot. Hell, it's life changing amount of money, really. Um, but let's take it 10 years from now, what 70 Bitcoins might be. That's a hell of a lot. Um, so yeah, guys, make sure you just really careful who you talk to about Bitcoins because at this price, and it's gonna keep on increasing. People's opinion about you might change later on down the road. But on to other things. Yeah. Well, is Ethereum the new Bitcoin? And this article kind of goes into that. Okay. You know, the thing is with Bitcoin, I don't think there's going to be an altcoin to surpass Bitcoin. I don't see Ethereum being at $2,000 and Bitcoin still at 1,500. I don't see that happening. What I do see happening, like I said before, as Bitcoin increases in value and it becomes a little bit harder for the average Joe to buy, because the majority of the people are paycheck to paycheck people. So to spend, let's say Bitcoin hits like $5,000 or $10,000, that's going to take a few paychecks just to acquire one Bitcoin. A lot of people might try to get one Bitcoin and then try to look at other alternatives to make it maybe, hopefully, that coin will be the next Bitcoin. And I do see that happening now. I see it happening now. I see a lot of people I'm talking to asking about other coins now more than ever. When I first started, you know, cryptocurrency and being into it, no one was really talking about any other cryptocurrency as far as being interested in buying some. now the price of Bitcoin is pretty high. I'm hearing now more than ever other altcoins being brought up. So I do see that going to be a factor later on down the road. So I don't really rule any of them out. It's just you got to be really careful on which ones you're gonna buy. You got to really have a real strong hand. Number one, number two, you got to know a little bit about it. You just don't want to throw your money at a coin and hope that it's going to become give you great returns. So yeah, I don't know. I don't see it passing Bitcoin. I don't see Ethereum passing Bitcoin, but who knows? I don't know. But on to other news. Like I just kind of just stated right now, Bitcoin prices a new all-time high, $1,400. The prediction is $5,000. I'm not too sure if it's going to be $5,000 to the end of this year, or how long exactly. But I do see $5,000 is a fair price range. But this article is stating if the SegWit does pass for Bitcoin, there's easily $5,000 Bitcoin. Right now, we're on SegWit for Litecoin, and I feel it's going to take a little bit of time before we even see it for Bitcoin, which is a good thing. I want to test the hell out of it on Litecoin. Number one, I don't want it to just jump on Bitcoin. I see a lot of people want it to happen right away, and this is something that most people can't understand. It's not something that's going to happen right away. It's not just because it's on Litecoin, it's going to happen 1 month from now on Bitcoin. It's going to take a while. Hell, it might take a year, 2 years, I don't know. But at least we're on the road, the path to where we need to go. But I don't see it happening like very, very soon. And that's a good thing because I don't want anything to be rushed. This is the big dog. This is the big daddy. You don't want to see any screw ups on Bitcoin because it affects all the cryptocurrencies if Bitcoin gets screwed up. A lot of people don't take that into consideration. You know, I'm not saying Ethereum or Dash or Monero will go down to $0 and 0 cents if Bitcoin gets screwed up, but they would take a huge hit. A lot of people lose confidence in cryptocurrency, and that's not good. So let's take our time with SegWit on Bitcoin. There's no real rush. Everything's fine. I don't see too many people using it to buy coffee or anything like that. So there's really no real rush. The majority of the users who use Bitcoin, let's say to buy things, use it online. So online purchases, it really doesn't matter how fast it is. It's really when you're in person purchases, like if you're in a gas station. Yes, you kind of need Bitcoin to go fast, but right now that's not really even possible right now because there's no real. From what I know, I don't see any gas stations taking Bitcoin. So right now, let's not jump the gun. Let's take our time with it. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna leave this here. And I want you guys to actually go and check out the links. I try not to give out too much spoilers to the links because it defeats the whole purpose to actually read and investigate yourself. I want to encourage people to actually do their own homework and research. This is what cryptocurrency is about, not just taking the word from a guy on YouTube. But all right, guys, if you can hit that like and subscribe button, that'll definitely help grow this channel out. And I will definitely catch you guys later and see you.